Hey, it's Johnny in Japan. So I wanted to tell a story about something that happened last summer, summer of 2017. I believe it was either June or July. I can't remember. I got a package today. So last summer, I interviewed with a talent scouting agency for like acting and uh, voiceover work, uh, that kind of stuff. I mean, they do other stuff too, but that's the main thing. So if you ever see Japanese commercials with foreigners in them, that's the kind of agency that brings those people in. Because for some reason, Japan really likes to have foreigners in their advertisements. They're in the commercials all over. It's really weird seeing foreigners speaking Japanese on the commercials. I don't know if they can actually speak Japanese or if they have a script. Maybe they're just reciting lines that they remember. Uh, you see them a lot on like clothing stores. Like they'll have uh, like when they have like if you go to like a suit store, like when they have suits, you'll have some white guys in the suits. Same with women, when they're showing dresses, they you have a lot of foreigners showing off clothes. Like you go to any clothing store and you're gonna see foreigners modeling the clothing items. You go to a gym, pretty much any gym, and you're gonna have white people all over the walls on the treadmill, like and in the pictures, you're gonna have like people on treadmills or on the machines. It's all white people, so it's kind of weird to see that stuff. I see them on billboards, on TV, and so I went to this talent agency last summer, and I only got one gig from them. I'm not gonna say who they are because I didn't have such a great experience from that, and I don't want to badmouth anybody and say anything bad about them. So I'm not going to say who it was. And if anybody from that agency knows who I am, maybe like they remember me. Hopefully they won't take it personally because there's some nice people there um, that I keep in touch with occasionally on social media. But overall, as an agency, wasn't very happy with my one and only experience with them. I got to be in a NHK drama. I don't know if it was a TV show or a movie. I think it was a TV show, like just a regular drama. And I live in Fukuoka City, and they paid for me to take my first Shinkansen, which is a bullet train if you don't know. So I got to take my first bullet train to go to Kitakyushu, which is in northern Fukuoka. And so that was my first and only time going to Kitakyushu, and my first and only time taking a bullet train. I'd like to take another one. So yeah, I took part. I was just an extra. I don't even know if they used my parts in there. I didn't have any speaking lines. I'm just sort of in the background. They had me playing as like the idea of the show or the movie or whatever was that it was supposed to be about it was like a film within a film. Uh, Sort of like okay, so like the movie or show was about the film industry within a film industry. It was a film industry within a film. So I was playing an extra. I'm like a cameraman, and they had me get on one of those like cranes where you're sitting in a seat and it swivels, and you got the big camera, and the crane lifts you up in the air. And I'm horrified of heights, so I was pretty high up in the air and very uncomfortable with it. And because there were so many takes, I had to stay up in the air a long time. I was very uncomfortable with that, but I gutted it out. Um, it was a long day. I did get free food, free transportation, but it was a really long day. Wasn't what I expected at all. Uh, I got sunburned horribly because they told me what kind of clothes they wanted me to wear, and I went and got those types of clothes. But then when I got there, the people there were like, "Yeah, that's great. the people at the agency. But then when I actually got there, the people who were like filming it and directing it, they're like, oh, no, no, no. And they made me get in some other clothes, which I'll show you some pictures of that now. Uh, Pretty bad, pretty embarrassing that I had to wear that on camera or anywhere at all, but especially considering it was going to be on television. I'm guessing just local Fukuoka television. I don't think it'd be all over Japan. It is NHK, so who knows? I might be all over Japan. I don't know if I was actually on TV, but if my stuff was cut, then I might be in the DVD because that's what they sent me. They sent me a copy of the DVD, so I don't know why they would send me the DVD if I'm not in it. That would be kind of weird because I don't really care otherwise. I don't really care that much to begin with, but I guess it would be kind of interesting to see that. I'm really embarrassed to open this. I'm afraid of what I'll see. I don't know what's in here. I just know it's a DVD. So I got sunburned horribly. The pay was really low. I mean, I didn't really do much, but considering I spent all day in the sun getting sunburned and wearing ridiculous clothes, and now that's going to be on, DVD forever, and it was on TV. I don't know how many people saw it, but it's on NHK, so I mean that kind of sucks. It's pretty embarrassing. So yeah, I feel like I wasn't really compensated enough for that. But the worst part about it was I never got another gig again. They never contacted me again. It's not like I did anything wrong. I mean, I'm basically just an extra. I'm basically just standing there. But I never got any other parts. Maybe because I don't have the typical foreigner look, tall, handsome. I got this. Um, Actually, I was an extra with this. I mean, I guess that's probably why they had me as a cameraman. They had me like in a hat and shorts and a sleeveless shirt, kind of get up. I look like I was some kind of cameraman. I told them I would shave for a part, so that's not really a problem. I've seen some of their other foreigners that they have though, and they have bearded foreigners on there, and I don't see why I never got another email or call to get another part. I guess they just forgot about me, which that's no big deal. Would have been nice because when I was there, the guys that they had, the movie's in English or show, it's in English, and they had other foreigners there, like white guys who were speaking English. Their parts were speaking full on English. And the two lead characters, one guy was playing like a international spy, and the other guy was playing some kind of, I don't know, boat owner. And we filmed it out on like the harbor, like in Kitakyushu, because it's out near like the ocean. And neither one of those guys could act to save their lives. Like the guy playing like the spy was wearing a suit, and he didn't look like a spy at all. Neither do I. I would not make a good spy. I'm not handsome. I figured you'd probably need to be handsome, to and have a good body to be like some kind of like international spy. But he wasn't really a good looking guy, and I mean he was tall, but he was like awkward and just, and the suit really didn't fit him well. And when he went to, he got shot or whatever on the thing, and he went to go take his fall, and it was like the worst fall ever. Like there's concrete, and it was just like the worst fall ever. Like I would have taken a legit fall, because I have a past history in pro wrestling, so I have no problem with just straight up falling on the ground, even if it is concrete. I can do it safely. I can make it look believable and look painful. Um, and the other guy that was the other lead role, they kept getting so angry at him and yelling at him to show more emotion. He was supposed to be angry when he delivered his lines. He just sounded so fake. Like he could not muster up, legitimate anger. And I was getting really pissed off. I was like, why am I an extra? And this guy, and he wasn't an attractive guy. He was the same height as me. And, not a good body, just an average middle-aged white guy. He didn't look at anything special. He looked like an ordinary Western guy, probably middle-aged. And yeah, there's nothing special about him, and he could not act to save his life. And I was getting so angry. I was like, they kept saying, you need to show emotion, you need to get angry. And his angry acting was so phony. It was so phoned in, like it was just so cringy. And I was getting frustrated. So it does frustrate me that I never got another call back. to do anything else. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling and open this fucker up because that's what you came here for. So let's see here. I don't want to show you my address, so let's open it up on this side, because my address is on this side. That would be a huge blunder if I did that. Okay, we got some of that. And we got this. What do we got here? We got a lot of bubble wrap. Let's just rip that open. That's disappointing. I was hoping it would be a legitimate DVD with like an actual cover, you know, to show the design. But I guess it's literally just a DVD. So, thanks, I guess. Yeah, I guess they went and got it at a camera place. Yeah, that's nice. So, that's really disappointing. It's literally just this. Wow, I'm so sorry for that you waited this long. I kept rambling about my story. I mean, I was intending on telling a story, but I guess I rambled on too long about it. Oh, well, okay. Well, we don't get a legitimate DVD casing, but we do get an actual design. I don't know if you can see that very well. Does that say town? I'm not really good with katakana. So, okay, I think that says Film Town. Go Film Town, I think. I always get some of my katakanas mixed up. I think that says Film Town. Something about in Kitakyushu. But there's actually someone famous on there. I think she's famous in Japan. I don't know if she's famous all over Japan, but I know she's famous in Fukuoka Prefecture. But she was like the lead Japanese role. But I don't remember her name. And I couldn't tell you what she's actually in. I just knew when I was there, everyone was saying like, "Oh, she's famous," and I'm just like, I don't know. Like I was standing right next to her when they had like the production meeting, and I didn't feel any sort of like intimidation about it because I'm like, everyone else probably did. Everyone else is probably like, "Ooh, she's famous." Oh, you know, and they were treating her very special. But me, I'm just sort of like, I didn't feel nervous about it at all because it's like I don't know who she is. So that's disappointing. I'll watch this, and after I watch it, I will tell you if I'm even in the damn thing. I would think that I am. They told me that my parts might get cut, but if I'm not in there, that'd be kind of silly that they would send me this. So I assume that I'm in here somewhere, at least for a few seconds. So, and if I am, I will put those clips up if I'm in there. I might even add them in this video, but if I don't, then I will add it in another short video. So thanks for listening to me rant about my horrible one-time acting experience. I always wanted to act. I always wanted to do something, but I don't know. I guess it's not really in the cards for me. Yeah, I make YouTube videos, and I do have some skills with editing. You can't see them really here, but I have made videos in the past for another channel where, you know, I show some editing flair. So I'd like to someday make my own sort of YouTube TV show or movie. That would be kind of cool. Maybe someday I'll get around to it. But yeah, thanks for listening to this Japan story. I'll see you next time.